And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Dickerson on the handoff. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's Eric Dickerson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's Warner. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
You almost feel privileged, partner, every time you get to see him run out in the field to start a game, because every game, every snap, you and I both know he has potential to do something special. And that inspires his teammates as well. They know how incredible he is. They want to give max effort as well.
And now a carry here for the fullback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here's 2nd and 8. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Warner to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now that'll be caught by Cup. He's across midfield and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. They'll run now with Dickerson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
It'll be Warner on 1st down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Play action. It's Warner. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete. He finds Falk here. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. An inside give, Brown.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Dickerson trying the right side. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
To throw, Warner.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the 1st quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
Yeah, good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got Smith here. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Now 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. 1st and goal from the 6. As they've got it as we resume action.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. An inside give. Here's Portis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, we had the scoreless 1st quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the 1st quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Now Warner. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now Warner. He finds his man, complete. That's Holt. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down throw, Warner.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Warner.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
The Washington offense back out there.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Back to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
A big play there. 44 yards.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The football going back to the Rams now. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Warner from the gun.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And taken right at the 35. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On play action, they'll throw. Short throw to Smith. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Warner. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Running it with Dickerson. Takes it to about the 37.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Warner. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Warner to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Warner. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
That is caught. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some.
And finally wrestled down at the 11. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Warner. This is caught. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
A carry for Dickerson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Rams get a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Zerline good with a PAT. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Washington ready to try again on offense.
Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Third and 20.
And they'll run it here. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Washington going to send out their punter,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
The Rams going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
It'll be Warner on 1st down.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now Warner. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a 2nd player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
You're supposed to catch that, baby. That's how we eat. That's what it is. That's what it is. They gotta walk that walk, baby. Let's go.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Brown with his stick skills. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A short little throw taken in by Reed. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now Warner. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Warner. Setting up the screen to Dickerson. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Back to throw. Warner. Short throw. It's Higbee. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play action. It's Warner. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw on 2nd down, Warner. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a first down throw. Warner. That'll be caught by Cobb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, Warner. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, Using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Rams are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And a Washington offense heading out. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Inside give to Dickerson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st and 10, Warner. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. Now a give, right side. Dickerson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything has turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back now in Los Angeles.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll look to throw again. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. If you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Warner to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Warner.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Warner. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they go. Dickerson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. Zerline's kick is up and through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now a throw here, hauled in. that's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Warner.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
To throw, Warner. And he is caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
It'll be Warner on 1st down.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Warner. He finds his man, complete. It's Holt. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now a handoff up the middle. Dickerson, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
The Washington offense set to take over.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's Brown on 2nd down.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And they'll let their foot. No, bottle, that fumble. It's out, it's loose.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down 24-17. A minute 50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
They'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Back to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 1st down.
He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Back to throw again.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left. Want to save it.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now Zerline on and the extra point.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Zerline now for the PAT. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Well, going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime.
So it's the Rams who are going to get the football first as we are back underway here in overtime. This fielded right at the goal line.
Fights forward at the 20.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Play action. It's Warner. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Now a first down throw, Warner. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23.
That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to them. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
He's got Higbee complete right side. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
And he is going to have the Rams first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's Warner.
Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down.
And here in overtime, that had the potential to be the definition of a game-changing interception. But he couldn't find a way to pull it in. And that's a disappointment there.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And with it, they have taken the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
So only a field goal on that opening drive of overtime. Will that hold up? We'll find out as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On the give, this is their fullback. It's a room to maneuver.
They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled, because we're in OT. This is big time.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And you just had the feeling when they took the field for this drive, they meant business. They knew a field goal would keep the game going, but a touchdown would end it here in overtime. And that nearly did it right there. What a play to put them in position to win this ball game.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and it certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.